I've got two words for you: playoff Jimmy. Okay, technically it was play-in Jimmy, but I don't care, because over these last two games, must-wins against the Clippers and Grizzlies, we've seen Jimmy Butler and Steph Curry take over. Despite that narrow overtime loss to the Clippers, they bounced back and delivered masterclasses when it mattered most, especially against Memphis. And when I say masterclass, I mean it. Steph Curry was hitting from deep, pulling off insane finishes, and this game was the blueprint of what you want from a superstar duo. Jimmy carried the Warriors through the first half, draining threes, making plays, crashing the glass, and locking in defensively. Then when it got tight in crunch time, Steph took over like he always does. Green sets the screen, Curry fakes, fires, bucket. This is why Jimmy Butler, one of the best in the league, calls Steph the Batman to his Robin. Because when the game's on the line, Steph always delivers. But we're not starting with Steph. As incredible as he was, this was Jimmy's game. Jimmy was flat out on another level for 3 quarters. And he did exactly what he said he would. 1 month ago, he told reporters he wasn't just a scorer, but when it was time, we'd know. After spending 30 games being a facilitator, defender, and occasional scorer, these last 2 games showed what he really meant. You could tell Jimmy was locked in when the first 2 shots he hit were threes. From then on, we got playoff Jimmy in full force, cutting, spinning off defenders, finishing through contact. That circus shot in the lane over Jaren Jackson Jr.? That's become normal for him. And he did it all night. After hitting those early threes, it was full-on attack mode every single possession. Jimmy shot 9-4-12 in the paint and got to the line 18 times. Memphis had no answers. If it was Jackson or Eddie, Jimmy was too quick. If it was Ja, Pippen Jr., or Bane, he was too strong. That's dominance. But it wasn't just the scoring Jimmy was creating all night. Look at him here. Pod swings it, Jackson ball watches, Jimmy finds GP2 for a backdoor jam. And the chemistry with Quinton Post? Unreal. There are bigs who can shoot in today's league, but very few who shoot like Post. Transition, corner, pick and pop, you name it. And the two of them know exactly what to do when the defense helps off. Outside of Steph, there's no one I trust more to knock down a shot than Post. I'm looking at you, Buddy Hield. You've got the reputation, but let's be honest, we all feel more confident when Post is the one firing. Now, we could make a whole video on Jimmy's performance alone, but it wasn't just him, and it wasn't just Steph either. The box score will highlight those two, and rightfully so, but there was another guy who completely changed the momentum early on. Gary Payton II. Warriors were down 13-8. GP2 checks in. First possession, bang, hits a 3. Minutes later, sets a screen for Steph, rolls, finishes. That pick and roll combo? It just adds another layer compared to the Looney, Draymond, Post variety. And on the other end, typical GP2, making impact plays. Jaren Jackson Jr. posts up Post, GP2 dives in, ties it up, Warriors win the tip, get a bucket. That's just a snippet. He brought energy, hit timely shots, shots he's been hitting for months, by the way. I heard Reggie Miller say he's not a proven shooter. Look, Reggie knows shooting, but I trust GP2 when the moment calls for it. He's that dude. And speaking of that dude, let's talk Steph. He's been that guy for a while now. 5 36-plus point games in his last 9. He stepped up in nearly every high-pressure moment. He started slow in this one, not because he was off, but because Jimmy was so locked in. But you knew Steph would get his shot, and as always, he did. Fourth quarter, screen from Jimmy, defense doesn't switch, Aldama hesitates, Steph floats it in. That angle? That touch? Unreal. Then it's vintage Warriors. Steph gives it to Dre, to Jimmy, then slips the screen, catch and shoot, money. But the one I loved most? Brush screen from Steph to free Jimmy, Eddie helps over, Pippen Jr. hesitates, and Dre hands it back to Steph, perfect execution. From the screen to the handoff, just beautiful basketball. Oh, and don't forget, Steph nailed another deep one. Fakes, fires, cash. And just like that, the Golden State Warriors are set to face the Houston Rockets in round 1. It's gonna be a fun series. If you want more breakdowns, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, but most of all, have a great day. Drop your thoughts below, smash that like button if you're excited for the Warriors playoff push, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Have a great day.